مرحبا بكم أعزائي المشاهدين من جديد. إذا هذا هو ملعب
Either side of him, Neymar, Suarez and Messi back reunited today.
From behind the ball, then the knives could be out. A large group of Barca fans, although they did return a few tickets.
Well, it's interesting the differing attitudes to the midday kickoffs, the early starts. Real Madrid not big fans of it. Barca do. Well, they held Atletico Madrid to that 0-0 draw, having beaten Celta on match day one. Well, it is good to see new sides in La Liga, some of the smaller teams as well. We've seen Eibar have relative success, conceded their first ever goal in the top flight and kept a couple of clean sheets.
And so rapid as their rise last season, they spent the majority of the first half of the campaign in mid-table. Home team.
Little look up from Suarez, tries to get the ball back.
I was going to say another clearance by Mascherano straight to a Leganes player.
Taken away from next, sliding interception. Well, in theory, he's playing high. Suarez turns. Suarez tries to play through Neymar. Cervantes stays inside his area. It's going to be pulled back to Messi and blocked.
It was a good.
He tried to swing it in. It looks a bit clipped the head of Rakitic. It's allowed to bounce out for a corner on the far side.
Yeah, they're certainly very confident, Leganes.
It's causing problems in the box, but now it's Barca's turn to go forward. Left by Rakitic. Put his back to goal, but he manages to find the pass to Neymar, and there's an almost rugby challenge. Rafinha pulls it back. It's Suarez, clips it over. Neymar driving the ball into the ground. It goes over the crossbar.
That really should have been 2-0. You can see by Neymar's reaction.
Suarez crossing almost in slow motion. Beautifully floated over, set up for Neymar. I don't think he meant to drive it into the 16th season.
Has conceded a throw on that far side. The options going forward is, I think Barca are playing really almost too deep. They're not taking the game to Leganes at all. They were playing on the break like a real away team, which does surprise me. Just to give you some idea of the difference between these two teams, Leganes have got 12 supporters clubs, Barcelona 1,444. It really is too here, but from watching this opening half an hour, you wouldn't know the disparity between these two teams at the moment in terms of, well, almost every level, financially and the success and the support.
And that was Luis Sastre there with the Greco-Roman challenge on Neymar. He wanted a booking.
It's important for the coach to trust you in big games.
And the front three are going forward. Neymar get dug up by the odd challenge.
And I think they laid a new pitch in the sun.
Mascherano took it away from Gabriel. Finds a pass to Neymar. Neymar waits for a runner. Jordi Alba always keen to oblige on the overlap. Haven't seen so much from Rakitic in this game. Flicked through by Messi. It's just in between his two intended targets of Suarez and Neymar. He was going to let them fight for it among. One has to stick with Messi. Here's Neymar. He'll scoop in. Played to active duties. We haven't seen too much of him, even in defence.
No, he seems to be caught between two stools, whether to attack, and when he drops back on Titi, he's almost covering his position, Jordi Alba. It will be interesting to see if Luis, I said maybe Luis Enrique might well change the line at the least.
Perhaps an introduction for Sergio Roberto in
Field.
Here's Suarez. He'll go one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Luis Suarez lays it off again. And Neymar completes the scoring. Leganes players look towards the referee's assistant, appealing for offside. The MSN have one goal apiece. It's Leganes 0, Barcelona 3.
Has talked about bringing on somebody else to try and add a goal. I don't think Luis Enrique will be considering that. It's far too easy. Leganes, as I said, have to choose between pressing high up or defending in numbers. They've chosen the former, much to their credit. And this is the danger when you're facing an attacking trio like this. I'm not sure that was easy, or Luis Suarez was easy, but it really was
from Leganes, not so impressive at the back from Barca.
لا راكاتيتش لانه راكاتيتش عنده ورقه صفراء ومعرض لانه من الناحيه الدفاعيه دائما متاخر راكاتيتش.
They've taken off Medjani and brought on coming up in midweek.
And I wouldn't prepare for the worst, but certainly prepare MSN.
And remember that goal difference doesn't come into the player. Ball ricocheting off the shins of Suarez.
Indeed, he had no chance for this and decided. He's seen his attacking players try their best. So Neymar
Preferred to be playing him in midfield today.
He would, and it does still makes me wonder quite why. I do get the respecting of Leganes' tactics, but whether Luis Enrique needed to go to the home side, just a little bit too much respect. Again, as we've seen in the first half, they're playing the ball up the channels.
A collision between two Leganes players. Flicked through by Suarez. Neymar's quickest to it. Neymar, well, he was pulled down. Penalty.
I think that's certainly part of the foot.
Let's see what card is given, because Dinza was beaten to it for Basin quite easily as well by Neymar.
Definitely pulled back the right arm there. There's no, I mean, quite why they're arguing.
Well, it's likely to be Leo Messi to take this penalty, but remember all of the problems they had last year, Football Club Barcelona. Reason for him to change. Anton Simonovsky, who got 12 goals in the Segunda División last season. Yet to do it in the top flight.
Yeah, despite them winning promotion, he was the only player in the Leganes team to get into double figures as well. So he looks
on. Remember, Ruben Perez has also been brought in at the start of the first half, so Leganes using up all of their reinforcements with both Valladolid and Tenerife. Here's Neymar. Glides past Bustinza, who had to be careful when he committed to the challenge, having already pulled down.
Does well here, Neymar. See there, he could have gone over even then. And does well to stay up, looking for a team. Wait until after this corner to make their changes.
Neymar plays it low along. It's used up now for Leganes. Barcelona still have a couple that they can make. Neymar will play across, and it's tipped onto the post, and a follow-up effort is ruled out for offside. Paco Alcácer with the ball in the back of the net.
John Andres Sarantes. Nobody marking Messi again. And Alcácer definitely offside as the shot.
Front three for as long as possible in that one.
Yeah, no doubt at all, given Barca's recent history against before going to Manchester City, although obviously
in the space of just 4 days, we've managed to get 12 of those. So a 6-2 victory over Betis on the opening match day of this
division side. So I don't really think it was a lack of respect. I think Luis Enrique felt with the soul, and the fans making plenty of noise throughout. Normally Rafinha now going central midfield.
Well, Neymar goes the long way round, but he gets past Bustinza and he powers through on goal. And he had the cavalry arriving: Denis Suarez, Leo Messi and Paco Alcácer. Neymar with a little bit of back chat. He had run in with his shoulder to Omar Ramos. We just asked him what that was all about. Neymar's in the King's Spanish. Obviously, Barcelona won't be looking to play with 3-man.
He's had a good afternoon.
It's the fifth corner for Barca. Neymar will take, send it towards the penalty spot. It hasn't been an especially dirty game, though.
No, exactly. Again, really start putting the cards out if you feel the players are getting slightly out of control, and use them as warnings. But that's a good tackle as well. The finish.
There's Neymar.
And it's part, as we said earlier, I think the fact that Leganes just would not.
He was clearly offside. Neymar doesn't appear to be particularly worried about picking him out in the middle. Szymanowski's going to get booked here. It's not Szymanowski, in fact, it's number 23, Omar Ramos, who's...
Ball had gone there, Neymar. Ball clearly had gone, and just nothing too serious, but just enough to knock the Brazilian off his feet. Quite dramatic, though, the legs going that far up in the air, but...
Well, the original Neymar production of Swan Lake on show for the remaining 4 minutes of this game. Barcelona, with victory today, will go up to 9 points, joint top with Real Madrid, who play tomorrow against Espanyol, ahead of them with victory on match day 4. Here's Neymar.
Hasn't been in the same form as he was when Luis Suarez was up front alongside him. Where the Suarez movement allows Messi more space, Alcacer just sitting, almost having to work around him.
Played through to Jordi Alba, might have taken him out too far, he's pushed wide.
And I think that's fair enough that Alba went for that. The keeper may be unhappy. Omar Ramos probably felt maybe he was... I hate to think what I've got, but I do get the fact that he just took it there. Very calm and cool there by the keeper, though, I have to say.
And one back by Neymar, nicely. Trick. As we look at the skill again, Neymar. This time, cut out. A great challenge.
And this is the skill where he flicks it.
Quite as easy as the scoreline suggests, especially in the first half.
No, indeed, Leganes took the game to Barca. Quite a surprising tactic from Asia Garritano, and it really meant that Barca